There we go. So we are not in direct with my clients and my dear friend Therese Pitt. And so Therese Pitt, I want to present her. Okay, this is my amazing client. Okay, since what, 1 year, 1 year and a half
Mhm.
now.
Year and a
Yes.
half, maybe? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And Pitt has worked as a professional actor and singer for over 25 years. Yes, in Berlin.
Oh, all over in Canada and England and Germany. Yeah.
Great. And she received her Alexander Technique Teacher certification in 2018 and started a new career as a performance coach for public speaking. So she offers a one-on-one coaching session for both online and live in Berlin. Yes. And she, not only in Berlin, I guess everywhere. Yes.
hmm Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
online, so it's everywhere and
Yeah.
in Berlin. But I'm also
Perfect.
I'm also willing to travel.
And she's the creator of Authentic Voice Workshop series. So if you want to know more about her, I just put the her website down below. So you just have to take, yeah, push on the link and then you will arrive on her website. Okay. So if, and also if you want to know more about my program Thinking to Result, contact me here. It's also on the page, so you just have to click there if you want to know more about it. Okay. So Teresa, I call you Teresa. Why do I call you Teresa?
Well, because I've always spelt my name with an A as a professional singer. I always had an A on the end of it because it was just easier. And then
Ah,
when I stopped singing professionally, I just left it. That was kind of it was just easier for people to pronounce. So, but it's
okay.
actually,
I was always wondering why I call you Teresa.
no,
and
I used to spell, I spelled it with an A. It's ridiculous. It's a small thing, but it's important to me. Yeah.
right. Oh, so hello, Rinka. So we have someone with us today. So it's amazing. I have some question for you, Teresa. Okay. So can you give us a little bit of background information about yourself and tell us why you signed up for Thinking to Results course at first?
Okay, I have been, as Sofranie already said, a professional actor and singer since, wow, I don't even know how long. It's been at least over 25 years. And in in the 2016, 17, I knew that I didn't want to be doing that anymore. And I had an idea. I already knew what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to do public speaking coaching. So I was on tour all the time, and I decided I didn't want to be touring anymore. And I wanted to become an Alexander Technique teacher. Now I've done vocal coaching my whole life. I've been singing and I've been teaching singing my whole life. So it made sense to incorporate all of that and start a new career. And as a performance coach, I still teach singing. I vocal coach people, and I do performance coaching, the basics on, or the fundamentals in public speaking that will help you speak more effectively in public. And
Mm-hmm.
in making this transition into this career, I wasn't a business person. I didn't know what to do. And all of the things just weigh you down. You have to be on top of social media. You have to do this, you have to do that. And how to approach clients. I didn't know any of this. I mean, I was a hustler as a singer, but I didn't know how to do it in the business realm. So when Sofranie approached me about thinking into results, I thought, well, this certainly can't hurt. I'm willing to hear anything from anyone. And because we had been friends for a long time, and because she was
Yeah.
so passionate about it, it was infectious. And I thought, let's give it a try. And it was really nice too, because we got to see each other all the time. So that was nice too.
Yes.
We had a standing appointment every week, and that was nice. So
Yes.
that's why I got into it, because I just needed to have any information whatsoever, any kind of input. I'm listening to just everybody when I'm in this transition, uh, to figure out or put together a missing link, to fill in a missing link.
You have a question, Teresa. What genre of music did you sing?
Oh man, I started out classically. I was classically trained, and I went to university to study music classically, and then I got into acting, and I kind of discovered rock and roll and jazz, and that was it for opera. It was over. And then I just started singing everything from jazz to rock to pop to musicals
Yeah.
and everything in between.
Yeah, you have to know people who watch us or don't know us. Therese and I, we are really good friends since a very long time because we have been working together. Because my background is also a circus artist, and I've been singing also and and acting. And we met at this cabaret, Palm Duck and Circumstance in Berlin in what year? Do you remember what year it was? It's been a long time.
Was it 2006? No. Was it
Yeah.
2006? I was looking at something today. I think it was around 2000. I think it was, yeah, because it was about 15 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was,
Yikes.
yeah, the roaring year of arts, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. And so we clicked and we became friends from that time on. And Teresa was always there, I would say, for me as a friend. Because at the end of my career, I became very sick. Actually, I was 1 year in bed and I had a huge burnout. And I actually thought I was going to die. I lost all kinds of ability, because of this burnout. And Teresa was always there for me. Even if I couldn't understand a word what you were saying, Teresa, I was so, because my brain was so shut down. But just to be there, that was so important for me at that time. And I wanted to thank you again for your friendship at that time and your support. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah. Okay. So next question. I want to ask you, how did this course of my mentorship help you?
I was thinking about this and I was making some notes for today. And the biggest thing for me was to set a goal. And
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember this in the beginning. I couldn't.
Yeah.
That was it. What do your question, I think, was, what do you want? And I was like, I don't know. I knew I wanted my business to be a success, but I couldn't see my future, or I couldn't see reaching for anything specific. And I didn't, I said, I don't know how to set this goal. I don't even know. And it was bothering me for a long time. That wasn't, you asked the question, but the fact that I had no goal had been bothering me for a long time, and that I couldn't really imagine the future. I was just, I don't know where I was. But I remember you said, okay, so where do you want to live? And I don't know. And I thought about it and I said, I don't know. And you said, well, start about, it doesn't matter if you don't know exactly where you want to live, but what would you like to have in the house with you, or in the apartment with you? Just a piece of furniture, or a vibe, or anything. And so I started adding some things that I would like to have in my living space. And slowly it grew into, I drew this massive plan of my home. And then I started to think about where I want to live and why. And then that was able to become more clear. And then I was able to see, what do I ask more clear questions about goals. So asking the questions that led me to making a goal was probably the most important part of the whole course.
Yeah. Okay. Great. And as I remember, also it was all about the intellectual faculties and the imagination. You were kind of you didn't
So
learn
there were,
to use your imagination so
yeah,
properly.
there were three of those were missing. Like imagination was listening. What I wrote that down too, because I was going through that. I thought that was really interesting. Imagination was not there. Will was 50-50 there. I mean, I was working hard, but maybe in not the most productive way. And I would let things get me down. I'd get frustrated trying to learn things. And so the will just kind of went and came and went. And intuition, my intuition was asleep. And those three faculties, the higher faculties, those three things, I needed to get in touch with my imagination again. And that was one of the things set a goal, imagine where you want to live. And once I got my imagination, because I got a pretty extreme as an actor, you have an amazing imagination. And I had a great imagination, and it was closed for business.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Because it's kind of obvious to use it for arts, but then when we start a business, when we start something else, we don't have a vision. And sometimes because when our self-esteem is in the way of what of our achievement, what we want to achieve, it's it's like we shut down the possibility, and we always say like, I would like that, but, and these are
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
paradigms what comes after the but. And
Yeah.
yeah. So would you say that your self-image improved through the time?
Um, has my self-image improved? Well, I'm kinder to myself. If
Yeah.
that, yeah, I've always been pretty confident, but there's always, whenever you're trying something new, there's always an element of, oh, am I good enough? Hmm.
Yeah.
And that's a big question that pretty much everyone I know asks themselves. And to to purge ahead, to go forward, regardless of what the answer to that question is so important.
Yeah.
And that was something, like, okay, forget the question. It doesn't matter. If you feel not good enough, it doesn't matter. Go ahead anyway. Do it. Step into discomfort. Go. I'm a big fan of stepping out of my comfort zone.
Yes, this I noticed that you really took a lot, and really you were in action with everything, all the classes you were applying into your life right away. That's what I loved about you, that you were really like methodic of, okay, using the material to about your home, to know that, okay, if I want to move in a better home, I need to make my space, what I have now, the best that I can.
That's that, and
Yeah.
I did that. Yeah, that was good because I got into all kinds of renovations and things, and painted, and I went crazy. But I hadn't, interestingly enough, I hadn't done anything in at least 15 years or 10
Mhm.
years, some 10, 12 years, because I just, okay, whatever. And I wasn't paying attention. And I wanted to be somebody who paid attention. I wanted to be somebody who cared. And I felt that I don't care, whatever. I was saying that an awful lot. And then I thought, you're saying that an awful lot. Why don't you start by renovating, and then it kind of picked up and it moved on from there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
that was really helpful. Making the home you live in now better. You don't have to move. You can start here, and it starts to take on a life of its own. It takes on energy begets energy. So if you start moving the energies here, the energies everywhere else start to move. Yeah.
exactly. Oh, wow, great. And I have another question. Okay. Was there anything in particular in the course that sticks out in your mind? So, how are things going now? What would you say? How is it
Things
going?
go well.
Yeah.
Things are going well, and I'm in a productive phase. One of the things that happens to me often is I just presented a kind of a newish workshop in December, and I was working really hard toward it, and then I give everything, and then I fall apart. And my sister said, "Don't say you're falling apart. Just say you're going into a retreat. You've just had a very hard period of working, so now you're in a retreat." And my friend always said, "A field has to lay fallow before it can reproduce." So I'm in a fallow phase, and that's okay. And I let it, instead of beating myself up when that's happening, I start thinking about when I'm out of the fallow phase, what am I going to do? And I just start, putting things together easily, but no pressure. And then when it hits me, I'm ready to go. And so I feel pretty good. I'm pretty confident. There's forward movement, and there are, successes on all different kinds of level all the time. And there are things that frustrate me, and I plow through, and I don't let them get the better of me. I don't let them get me down. I just, okay, I'm not getting this today. And then, also to walk away. If you're not getting it, walk away, take a break, come back. Nobody died. Just try again. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you have a strong mindset, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I think
Well,
it's
I think
yeah,
my mindset would be failure is not an option.
exactly, exactly. Yeah, it's not because you fail at something that you are a failure, huh? It's
Yeah, it's really, and you, there is no failure.
there
There's
no
only learning.
learning.
There's no such thing as failure, because when you
Exactly.
fall on your face, that's when you learn. Those are the best times, really, because, oh, okay, I won't do that again, or I'll do it differently.
Exactly. It's a learning process. Life
It's a
is a
learning
learning
process.
process. And it's always you have a choice to look at uh, positive or more something like scarcity and abundance, and where you're gonna, which way are you gonna choose to look? Because you can
Yeah,
both exist, but where do you put your focus on? You know.
yeah. And
Hmm.
something that really helps with that were the daily affirmations that you got me doing.
Hmm.
So, and that the daily affirmations really help with the I'm so happy and grateful now for. So, the things that I'm happy and grateful for today, I do it on a daily basis and what I am today. And then the happy and grateful for the future. And it really helps you refine your goal and also concentrate on the goal. So you're always mindful of your goal and the results you want, and you're always working toward that. So the daily affirmations are great. I really like those.
Yes, yes, yes. I think it's a very strong program. It's the strongest program. Myself, I learned this program like 6 years ago now. I started to study this material and I have the feeling that it was the thing that I was looking for all my life that was there in front of me when I started this program. And um, my life completely, it sounds very kitschy and cheesy and everybody says that, but it's true that my life really tremendously changed through this program. For me, it's just, and yeah, so I could not uh say how much I love it. It's just I found my purpose through this program, so this is what I love the most
Yeah.
in life.
And when
So,
you can
and
do what you love, when it inspires you and gets you out of bed in the morning, then that you're pretty lucky.
yes, yes, and that's what you do also with your voice coaching. And talking about that, we want to announce you that Tirza and I, we decided to join our strength together and our talent together for our live workshop in Berlin. Okay, this year in April. So it's going to be April 15 and 16 in Berlin, Germany. So I would say that we will combine, okay, what I do, the work on the mindset, how to reach a goal, really. And Teresa is going to also work about, you know, I'm letting you
Build,
say it.
building.
Mhm.
So the way they combine, because Sofranie is often talking about, change your behavior, change your life. Well, and we thought a great transition for that would be make yourself into a more effective speaker, because that'll certainly change your life. A lot of people are held back because they can't speak comfortably and effectively in public. So why not combine these things about behavior and build up some confidence and give you some real tools that you can take into your life that will help improve your life.
Exactly. So it's going to happen on April 15 and 16 in Berlin, Germany. And the name of this workshop, shall we say it now?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's breaking habits that hold you back from success. It's a paradigm shift workshop. Okay. And it's going to be live for 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. And if you want to know more about the information, you can contact us, either Teresa or I. All our information are here. And you just have to you can contact me or contact Teresa, and we're going to let you know about it, exactly how it's going to work and everything. So the content exactly. Okay. So this is it. Is there any questions from you guys? I don't see any questions. So what do you think, Teresa?
Um, yeah, it's good. The night is young and life is good. That's what I think. I'm in Germany. Excuse me. I'm just going to tell everybody I'm in Germany, so that's why I'm saying the night is young because
Yes,
it
it's
is dark
6 hours.
outside.
6 hours difference. So yeah, for
Yeah.
you it's about 6 o'clock. Okay, so yeah, I think
And
that's it. Yeah.
what a great way to start the new year.
Oh yes. Oh yes. So you will hear about us more and more during the months to come, and we invite you to come because it's going to be a lot of fun. And if you're in Berlin, of course, if you're in Germany, just take a leap of faith and just contact us, and we'll be there for you. Okay, it's going to be an amazing. You're going to learn amazing tools so that you feel more confident in your relation with others and your relation with people at work, and really you're going to learn how to reach goals, but also how to be more assertive, to be more confident, and have a strong presence in front of others too, how to speak and how to breathe and how to be calm and confident. All right, so I have a workshop. Everybody here, maybe you know, maybe you don't know, I'm giving a workshop on, it's a atomic success workshop on financial freedom at the moment. So it's still time to subscribe. If you can see information on atomic results, everything is there, so you can join. It's at 12 o'clock every day until Saturday. Okay, so I talk to you soon, and I send you all my love and expect abundance. This is Sofranie, your mentor. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Yes.
My pleasure.
Bye bye. See you soon.